state of Mississippi is in mourning today following yesterday's death of Judge Alan Pepper. Pepper, 70, of Cleveland, suffered a massive heart attack in Cleveland and was later airlifted to St. Dominic's Hospital in Jackson before passing away. In 1999, then-President Bill Clinton appointed Pepper to the federal bench after operating a solo law practice in Cleveland for over 30 years. Pepper managed to forge lifelong friendships, and fellow Clevelanders had nothing but nice things to say about him, adding that his loss leaves a void that will be impossible to fill.
Okay, I'm Lawrence Mellon. I knew Judge Pepper when he was Alan Pepper, and we met actually in the military at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. We were both of us in the 101st Airborne Division. And some fellows one night said, "Have you met Mississippi?" And that's what they called all of us who were from Mississippi. And so I went over and met Alan, and we eventually became roommates as young officers, bachelor officers in the military. And I later started law school, and he was behind me, and I called him and said, "Alan, you're coming to law school too. Do you want to room with me?" And again, we roomed together in law school. So we met in the Army, roomed together there as young officers, and then as students in law school, we roomed together again. Fine fellow. Alan is just has remained a friend for years, and we wound up in Cleveland, Mississippi together again, and that's just unbelievable that we have that connection. And I saw him, we practiced law together here, and then he went on the federal bench, and actually I was city judge here, and he was representing defendants, and I'd appoint Alan Pepper as defense counsel years ago, and I kind of laughed about that because I was a municipal judge, and then he wound up being a federal judge, and I said yes sir to him every time I saw him. Really a wonderful fella, and meant a lot in my life, and I appreciate the memories that we of events that we shared together during that time.
I'm Gerald Jacks. I've known Alan a long time. He and I started and graduated from law school together. He came to Cleveland to practice law right after graduation from law school. I actually went to Vicksburg and practiced with the firm for a year, and then returned to Cleveland, which was my home. So he and I were building our respective law practices together at the same time. We didn't practice together, but he was struggling to build his practice at the same time I was doing that. He and I frequently would be on opposite sides of a legal issue, and I can say without reservation Alan was able to disagree, represent his clients effectively, but he was never disagreeable. I never heard him say one unpleasant word or one unkind word about anybody, and that's quite a legacy. He was also an outstanding judge. He was even-handed. He treated everyone in his court with respect, with kindness, and with compassion, and that's a rare trait. He'll be missed.
I'm Kirkham Paval. I live in Cleveland, Mississippi. I'm an attorney. I have, in the last 24 hours, like everyone in this community, experienced extreme grief, sadness over the loss of our friend, Alan Pepper. I've known Alan since 1973. He was a tremendous lawyer here in this city, in this area of the state. He had incredible character, work ethic. He was a public servant. He gave back to the community more than anything. We will miss Alan greatly. It's a terrible, unfortunate event. I feel so sorry, and our condolences go out to his wife, Ginger, and his son, Will, and his wife, Samantha. The one thing you can say about Alan Pepper is that he was highest quality of character, intellect, and he was a kind and very fair person to everyone that he encountered, and he'll be greatly missed.
After serving in the military, Pepper went on to law school at the University of Mississippi. Originally from Belzona, Pepper began his law career in Cleveland, where he practiced until his federal appointment. Funeral arrangements are pending. The Cleveland community now says goodbye with a heavy heart to a man that meant so much to so many.